Helping feed the community is what Feeding Tampa Bay is all about. You know that. President and CEO Thomas Mance is here to talk about their recent Health and Hunger Summit. Welcome. It's good to have you back.
It's always nice to see you. It's really nice to see you here.
Yes.
I won't be dancing.
No? Are you sure?
No dancing.
I don't know. We could get you to dance. I'm sure of that. So talk about this Health and Hunger Summit. What happened while you were there?
Well, you know, one of the things we really want to make sure the community understands, and I think you understand this, we all do, that food is really a healthcare solution.
Yeah.
Right? Ultimately, making sure that you have good, nutritious food in your household and, of course, inside you leads to all kinds of positive outcomes. And right, so for years, we've tried to make sure that all the food we provide is good, healthy, nutritious produce and other items. But healthcare continues to be a challenge for a lot of the folks that we serve. And so we've kind of upped our game a little bit, and we now are in a food as medicine business. We recently opened a medical clinic on campus, so folks can get access to care. But this really represents the next step in home care.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk about the clinic that you said that you just opened, but I do want to go back to the food as medicine part. And I want you to talk about the food that you brought here today because it really goes back to that food as medicine piece.
So what happens when a patient is often discharged from hospital care? They go home with the prescriptions for the issues they're having, but just as important are food prescriptions. And that's really what this is about. We work with the doctor, nutritionist, and our culinary team to create an entire process where the patients go home, they get an entire kit so they can start to measure their health outcomes. And then along with that, we're giving them really tasty meals. One of the things we want to have happen is that folks, when you're coming out of hospital care, you may not have the appetite we want you to have. So these are really tasty and nutritious meals. And again, the goal is to do this for a couple of days to a couple of weeks until someone's health is returned, right? And then they can start to take care of themselves.
It's so important to start them off with this kit and to get them on the right track right away.
Yes. The sooner you get people healthier with food, the better their outcomes are likely to be. Baycare knows this. They're our partner in this endeavor. They're a hospital. They understand how to take care of folks. And they're the very first ones to say good nutrition matters.
Yeah. Talk about the health center and what it offers now.
So one of the things we know are challenging for a lot of the folks that we serve is access to health care. And so we opened up our own medical clinic on campus at Causeway Center. And so in there we have our partners at our healthcare partners that provide a doctor on campus 5 days a week. So Suncoast Medical is there, and you can get basic care. You know, with the loss of Medicare opportunities, the change in Obamacare, and other access issues, the neighbors we're serving are having a harder and harder time taking care of their health. And the outcomes of that, just like with nutrition, if they don't have good health outcomes, not much good happens after that.
Yeah. When you say basic care, what are we talking about?
So come in if you have a cold, you have an issue, you have a cut, you have the things that you or I might go to a walk-in clinic for that costs money. We want to make sure that those basic services are there. And if something more important is going on, we refer them out to other partners.
Yeah, this makes sense when you know about Feeding Tampa Bay. You know what you do for our community. But it makes total sense to have this as part of what you're doing because, like you were mentioning, it's not just about feeding. You're also needing to be healthy.
Yeah, every person in the world knows that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? We all know these adages and we believe them. What we're really trying to do is make sure that that lives out in practice.
Yeah, and that access to it.
Yes.
Yes. If people want to learn more about this clinic, obviously if they want to learn more about Feeding Tampa Bay, what's the best way we can do that?
FeedingTampaBay.org. You can find out everything there is to know about us. If you need medical care, you can work through our website to get appointments for that. And if you need food and other resources, please make sure you contact us as well.
And what's a good way if someone's watching right now and they want to be a part of what you're doing, they want to help?
We're a volunteer community-based organization, so most of the people that do the work at Causeway Center are volunteers. We'd love to have the gift of your time. Some folks support us financially, which we need because we're charitably based. You can always get involved. And I would say to anybody that ever watches something like this, this is our community. Let's make it better for our presence in it.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.